The Denver Broncos made three moves in free agency that have the potential to take them from surprise playoff team to real threat in the AFC. On offense, they signed tight end Evan Ingram to a 2-year, $23 million contract, and he's been one of the more productive tight ends in the league over the last couple of years, especially since leaving the Giants to go to Jacksonville. In 2023, he had the second most catches by a tight end in NFL history, and he was a security blanket for Trevor Lawrence, and I think he can serve that same role for Bo Nix and the Broncos offense. The Broncos have lacked tight end production for the better part of the 2020s. They've rotated through guys, Greg Dulcich, Lucas Kroll, Adam Troutman, so on and so forth, and they just have never had a guy in the middle of the field that could take the pressure off their quarterback, whether it was Nix or Russell Wilson. At the very worst, Ingram can be a good bailout option for Nix whenever routes deep down the field aren't developing like they should be. Now, on defense, they signed two former 49ers, Drake Greenlaw and Talanoa Hufanga. Now, with Greenlaw, he was one of the better off-ball linebackers in the NFL before abruptly tearing his Achilles running out onto the field in the Super Bowl. And he was able to come back last year, but just was not the same athlete that he had been in 2023 and before that. And I think this year, another year removed from that injury, we could see a lot better results, especially surrounded by arguably better personnel around him than he had in his last year in San Francisco. Now with Hufanga, he's also been through the ringer throughout the past 2 years. In 2023, he tore his ACL, and in 2024, he was dealing with wrist injuries. But in 2022, his last full healthy year, he was a first-team All-Pro, and if he's able to get back to that level, this is easily an upgrade for the Broncos secondary. So overall, the Broncos were able to establish a higher floor and ceiling for their offense by getting an established receiving tight end, but it also took risks defensively by getting two guys that have been hurt recently but are uber talented. And if they're able to stay healthy, they can make a huge impact on a defense that was already a top 5 unit last year. And combining those two together with also growth from the young players offensively, you get a team that maybe won't make the Super Bowl, but could certainly derail a potential Super Bowl contender from making it.